believe that officers are directly in contact with the suspect right now, even though we have seen that in the past. But the suspect really slowing down right now. We see that the Highway Patrol up ahead has the freeway on-ramp shut down as we make our way here into Fullerton. But again, the suspect now really slowing down here. We'll try and get you the name of this exit here. We're just about 2 miles north of the 91.5 interchange. Remember, we're southbound on the 5 freeway right now, and I'm going to get you the name of this street here in just a second because it looks like officers are up ahead. And again, would love to get this thing stopped. It looks like this might be a Alondra, perhaps out of gas. I see another vehicle trying to get onto the freeway, wisely making the stop. My guess right now, the suspect's out of gas. That's what I would have to say, because the way the suspect's been driving and trying to get away from the officers, it's hard to imagine that he would stop. And it looks like the suspect might be running out of gas, but a little bit of action there. And I can tell you again, they've got the freeway on-ramp shut down up ahead, and it's difficult to say when this thing will come to an end. We are very close to the Fullerton Airport, the 91 interchange, and again, there's some information I'd like to share with you, and I will in just about 30 seconds. I don't want to do it on the off chance that the suspect has some sort of way of listening to what we're talking about. But the suspect all the way over to the left side of the freeway, and the information was that those amber lights that you see right there, that's a spike strip that was set up by the California Highway Patrol, but the suspect saw it, and I don't think he hit it. And again, we didn't want to share that because we didn't want to give away the position of the highway patrolman with that spike strip if the suspect might have been listening. But the spike strip, I don't believe, hit. It looks like he saw what was going on over there on the right side of the roadway and made it around the spike strip. So again, that could have brought it to an end. It didn't. Here we are, southbound on the 5 freeway, approaching the 91. They can cover about 2 lanes, almost the full 2 lanes. Is how long those spike strips are, about 20 feet, 25 feet, and it looks like the suspect now really hitting the gas through a construction area here on the southbound 5 freeway. In fact, I'm not even sure that this construction area is open to the public. It might be. I believe it's closed. But again, that suspect now southbound on the 5 freeway in a construction zone, and now coming back and joining the regular lanes of the southbound 5 freeway. Beach Boulevard is going to be the next exit, so perhaps not out of gas. Perhaps the suspect saw downrange, saw that they were planning on deploying that spike strip. And again, you know, we've seen officers, we've seen that they try and run down by suspects. Suspect looks like he's getting off the freeway here at Beach Boulevard. This will be in the city of Fullerton off to the north and Buena Park off to the left. Officers all over the place. And again, we've got yellow light, suspect making the right turn, now southbound toward Buena Park. And we'll see this thing maybe coming to an end here off the freeway. Again, we don't know the suspect if he's still communicating with an officer or with a family member. But again, we saw this early on in the chase. You saw the officers on the left side of your screen. They got out and the doors opened and the suspect took off. That's just what happens once again right here, southbound now on Beach Boulevard from the 5 freeway. 2 helicopters overhead, lots of officers in behind. This guy's not going to go anywhere.
Larry, just to give us a sense of exactly how many black and whites are there, because obviously they consider this to be a very dangerous situation. They think the man at the wheel of this vehicle is armed and dangerous, said to have shot shots at his girlfriend there in the Antelope Valley. Describe for us exactly what the presence is there tonight.
Well, you know, it looks like there's several officers, and it looks like he may be making a U-turn here. So you can see it looks like deputies from the LA County Sheriff's Department right there, sort of a Keystone Cops move there at the top of your picture where they make that loop to go back. Again, you just got to wonder what's going on in the mind of the suspect, how you could possibly think that you could get away from officers. But he's making that turn now back up toward the 5 freeway, and now the vehicle stopped once again. So we'll see at the top of your picture, officers will have the doors open there. They'll have their guns drawn. Remember, a tense situation here. They believe the suspect's armed. They want those keys out of the vehicle. So right now, he's not complying. And I'll remind Gil Levis, if we do see guns come out, we're going to pull to a wide shot. That's not the kind of thing we want to put on TV. Suspect back on the move again. So the suspect now driving and making his way back up toward the 5 freeway. There are police officers everywhere, not just the ones that are actively involved in the chase itself, but some of the surrounding communities. When a chase goes on this long, officers from all over the area, they know this is going on. They do what they can to help block intersections. They do what they can to try and keep the public out of harm's way, and we're seeing a lot of that right now. So the suspect now making a right turn. Nope. Back straight now, and we are now moving our way into this Anaheim area. Now, this is a tough spot for officers to work. There's a huge tower for a local radio station right off the 5 freeway here, so they've had to climb way up in an effort to stay away. But it looks like this thing could be coming to an end right now, but we've seen that at least 3 times during this chase. You see all the officers with their guns drawn coming up. And again, we're going to try and get into a better position to show you what's going on inside that car. It looks like the officers are taking cover behind the doors. LA County Sheriff's Department, you can see at the top of your screen, they've got a shotgun, several shotguns that are aimed right at that vehicle. And now they want to see some compliance. They want to see the window rolled down, the keys tossed out, and this guy on the pavement now, the dry pavement. We can tell you just a couple hours ago it was soaked down here. But right now you can see that the LA County Sheriff's Department, they will have no chances taken tonight. They want this thing over, and they want the suspect to comply with their orders. So once again, a quick reminder that we will pull to a wide shot if we believe the suspect is going to come out of there with a gun. But they believe that he is armed. And look at that police presence right there at the bottom of your picture. They've got at least 7 black and whites right there. They've got a couple of unmarked units. And again, they've got the dog available right now. The dog can be an extremely valuable asset in a situation like this. We're right over the 5 freeway. In a way, it's good that it got off the freeway. It keeps the other vehicles on the roadway from interfering with the perhaps there might be an exchange of gunfire. You just don't know. They've got helicopters overhead. But again, a massive, real quick wide shot, Gil, just to give them an idea and a sense of what's going on here on this bridge. Look at that police presence right there, all for this one suspect out of the Antelope Valley, an attempted murder suspect, domestic violence, and back in, you can see still no compliance. Looks like the window's coming down. Hand out of the window. That's a good sign. They want to see, they may want to see those keys come out, although we're listening now into the radio right now, and it appears that the suspect may not be complying with officers after all. And so, again, it's a sort of a standoff situation. They do have less than lethal weapons. They've got the pepper ball spray, or the pepper ball guns. They've got the rubber bullets, the sandbag shotguns. They want to give this guy every opportunity. But again, they are not going to put their own lives at risk. There are also plenty of real weapons down there, lethal weapons. And if this guy comes out with a gun, they will not hesitate to use them. But we can see that canine unit right there, ready to go to try and take this suspect into custody. Right now, right over the Buena Park exit here at the 5 freeway, on the bridge over the 5 freeway, traffic still moving in the parallel road to the 5 freeway. I'm not sure which roadway that is that runs next to the 5 freeway, north and south. But again, very, very tough situation for officers now as they try and get this guy to come out and comply with their orders. So far, he's not doing it.
And Larry, we see the canine unit there just off the right center of the screen. What would they use that canine for? Once he's out of the vehicle, if they feel threatened, or what? Here you go. Doors opening up.
Suspect coming out right now, and this might be the answer to your question right here. If the suspect gets out and they believe he's armed or he gives them any trouble, they may release the canine to try and disarm the suspect, believe it or not. That's the ultimate less than lethal weapon. And a canine unit can be very intimidating. I don't know if you've ever been bit by a dog, but I've certainly had some dogs bark at me, and it's extremely intimidating. So it's that intimidation factor. And these dogs are trained to go after somebody's arm if they're holding a weapon and try and take that weapon out. And it looks like the suspect now coming out of the vehicle and now getting a level of compliance. It looks like he is complying with officers now.